Spotify presents ESPN Cricinfo playlist of the day. We're looking ahead to the game between Kings XI Punjab and Kolkata Knight Riders at the Eden Gardens. We've got Dasgupta and Brad Hodge, who are all set to dance to the notes that our playlist will have for you. The 5 players that they've picked. Let's have a look. We've got Nitish Rana, who started his IPL so well. He tends to start IPLs well. Andre Russell, who lit the Eden Gardens alight last game. Mujib-ur-Rahman, R. Ashwin, the captain, who will be the centre of attention as he goes to the Eden Gardens, and Kuldeep Yadav as well. Right, let's start with Nitish Rana. And we've seen this before, Deep. He tends to start the IPL on a good note.
He does. We've seen that, as you mentioned before as well. But it'll be interesting to see whether he opens or not. Because in the first game he opened because I thought Sunil Narine was injured. That's the reason he opened. But that'll be an interesting call. But he looked good. He looked good because that's the kind of knock that KKR requires from Nitish Rana, just to be there, because they've got enough explosive batsmen to play around him. So that's the role that he can play really well for them.
Good numbers at the Eden Gardens as well for Nitish Rana. He strikes at 134 in 9 innings. He's got 250 runs. Like you said, he has started his IPL well before. Let's see how he goes this time. Andre Russell is there at the other end in case Nitish Rana doesn't fire in the morning, or even if he does, because at the back end, you'll have Andre Russell just taking bowlers apart. Hodge, striker of 210. Whatever questions there might be of Andre Russell, the bowler, Andre Russell, the batsman, is still formidable.
Yeah, they're not that good at stats, are they?
Boundary every 3 balls.
Yeah, I mean, he'll have the Kings XI boys quaking their boots, specifically with that form that he showed the other night. I mean, yeah, the way he connects with the ball and knocks it out of the park, it's phenomenal, the strength that he possesses. But skills on both sides of the wicket as well, which is, for me, just outstanding.
Well, he must remember to keep his ground, because R. Ashwin could very well be bowling at a time when Andre Russell is batting. R. Ashwin is our next choice on the playlist. Just have a look at his numbers too. And an economy of 7.5. Forget all the everything said about, you can't hardly forget it, Deep, but let's try and put aside the Munkating incident. Ashwin actually bowled a really good spell in that game at Jaipur.
Yeah, what, 4 overs 20 for one. Yeah, I mean, he bowled well. There's no two ways. And obviously we see a lot of his carom balls in T20, which is very effective. So I think, yeah, I mean, listen, as a bowler, you can't take away the fact that he's been a gun bowler for the last decade or so. So leave aside everything else, he will play a huge part, and also the fact that he's the captain.
Yeah, and you probably find him bowling somewhere in the middle after the power play, because he gives Mujib-ur-Rahman the new ball at times, and Mujib is our next pick. The role for Mujib, Hodge, would be interesting. Last year he was this mystery element. That mystery can either keep going and work for you, or it could evaporate very quickly. Mujib's going to be bowling to the likes of Cricinfo and potentially Narine with the new ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big call. I think Narine will definitely go to the top to try and nullify that effect. Cricinfo won't like playing him at all. I mean, he might have some little benefit that they both played together for the Brisbane Heat this year in the Big Bash League. But, yeah, he's a quality performer, and I think that Ashwin might actually hold him back for the likes of Russell a bit later on, and that'll be a phenomenal contest.
Yeah, we're not out of spinners just yet. We're going to stick with a spin and Kuldeep Yadav, who's going, we think at some point will have a significant impact. That's very, very decent numbers. Average of 22. We're looking at in the middle overs in the IPL. And this is essentially where Punjab are looking to also find somebody to take responsibility. Punch in the middle overs, they had Sarfaraz Khan, but there are still questions of people wanting to stand up the middle for Punjab, Deep, and Kuldeep will be bowling.
Yeah, that's right. And you know, again, if you look at the last game, everyone went for plenty, except Kuldeep. Kuldeep bowled really well. And again, the variations that he has, and you know, he's got now subtle variations as well. Earlier on, if you couldn't pick up from his wrist position, you could pick from his trajectory, his line. But now he started, you know, kind of changing around with a line and trajectory as well. So these subtle changes that he's made in the last 6-8 months, he's just become a fantastic bowler now.
All right, many thanks, gentlemen, for picking that fine playlist for that game. This was our Spotify Presents ESPN Cricinfo playlist of the day.